A deserved victory. We played a good match of football. It was an entertaining match of football because Southampton played also strong, but we did everything today, in my opinion, to deserve the win. And we got late goals. Could have scored earlier. We could have finished the game in first half, but it's like this, and we deserve to win.
Yeah, the red card, the decisive moment. We were coming back, changed the shape in the halftime. You could feel that Chelsea had to play the highest level to score against us, and I think the chances before the red card haven't been that much.
You can understand Ralph Hasenhüttl's frustration because they were well in the game at 1-1 with about 20 minutes to go. Let's go through some big decisions. First of all, Timo Werner, who's having quite a tough time, thinks he's made it 2-0 on the stroke of half-time, which would have put a completely different complexion on what happened in the second half.
Yeah,
was it a bit harsh his goal was disallowed, is the question?
Well, I'll run the guys through it at home watching, and I was on commentary for this game, and I'll run it very, very slowly. Actually, I'll run it in real time, so you can try and get a view of the incident. Now, Chris, this took, and everyone around the world thinks time might be a matter. It was 17 seconds. Doesn't come into the equation, does it?
No, it doesn't. It's time and distance from goal are purely subjective, so there is no definitive time. I mean, this was one of the questions raised a while ago. Somebody said, well, on another incident, it took 20 seconds. Well, what happens if it was 21? So time doesn't come into it. That is purely in the hands of the VAR. So when we see the goal scored, we know that's automatically checked. And then, of course, we look at the attacking phase of play. And Azpilicueta clearly fouls the Southampton player, Walker-Peters, and he goes to ground.
So that's a foul. We'd all agree he's fouled.
It's a foul.
He's clipped at the back of him,
And then, obviously, the game carries on. So it's quite clearly a foul. The VAR has seen that. And then we're now looking at the attacking phase of play. And we're looking at things such as, have the defence got the ability to reset? Have they got the ability to clear the ball? And in this situation, the VAR felt not.
Well, I'm going to take it back to the very first angle, because I want to show you where I think maybe Ralph Hasenhüttl might have an argument where you're saying Southampton didn't have a chance to reset.
Yeah, it's having the ability to reset.
So his question and my question would then be Bednarek.
Right, so
Bednarek just
the
here.
Foul. The ball, the ball gets crossed.
So Bednarek there.
Yeah, has the ball.
So the Southampton defenders get a touch on the ball to clear it.
Now what we're finding...
Can't you reset then?
Can we not look at it in real time?
Of course you can. You just bossed me around.
Absolutely in real time.
You're on me today.
We're breaking this down.
Right.
You
want it in real time?
You've been tough on me today, so
Go on.
I'm going to get my own back.
Real time.
Let it run in real time.
And we're thinking about...
So there's a foul.
Do Southampton have the chance to reset?
Do they have the ability to reset? So the ball comes in, the ball hits, goes straight back to a Chelsea player. Lukaku now challenges for the ball. The ball's still there. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's still hanging in and around the penalty area, and they score. It's 17 seconds from the foul to the ball going in the back of the net. And as I said to you, Don, it is a purely subjective decision. The VAR on this occasion's refereed over 500 Premier League matches. I think, in fairness, it's right on the edge of where we are with time.
So if Ralph Hasenhüttl was standing here now, and he says to you, yeah, but my centre-half, Bednarek, cleared it, what would you say to him?
Well, the ball went back to the Chelsea player, didn't it?
Yeah. So does it have to go to a Southampton player then?
Well, you've got to be able to do is have the ability to sort of clear the ball.
You jokingly said to me, oh, it didn't clear the 18-yard box. I know you were joking with me.
But if you think about the pitch, if you went for the 6-yard box, the goal area, it never went beyond that, did it? It was always within 2 metres of the goal line.
I think that's just about fair enough to disallow it. Do you?
No, I agree as well, because they were never in control of the ball, were they, in order to go right?
It was Bednarek just had a stretch clearance.
It went straight back to a Chelsea player who had the ability to cross.
There was never a chance for a Southampton player to make a decision on where he wants the ball to go.
It's not like it was crossed and then Dion Dublin jumps and has a massive header and it's cleared away.
And the defender jumps with Lukaku, goes over the defender's head. It's not like the defender gets a back header on it away towards the corner flag.
Let's get it right. The defending was terrible.
Yeah. So
let's get it right.
So I'm in the minority on that one.
Well, you think the goal should stand?
No, it's a tester.
I think it's just... I'm just disallowed. Are you just disallowed?
Just disallowed.
It's a definite foul.
Do you remember
on Kyle Walker-Peters?
Do you remember the one this season at Man City Norwich? And there was a foul in front of the dugouts and players stopped and the game carried on. And then the goal was scored. We went, hang on. There was a foul in the build-up. So the attacking phase of play and these decisions are always going to provoke discussion. We're always going to debate them. Time is is something we don't really look at because it's subjective and distance.
To the letter of the law, that's correct.
Yeah, but it's right
on the... Yeah.
It's right there. It's on the cusp.
So difficult, isn't it?
It's on the cusp.
And who makes that decision then? Is it the referee that makes that decision?
No, the VAR. But what happened was, because there was a foul, he sent Martin Atkinson over to look at it.
Oh,
it has to be a clear foul. And I think there was no problem with the foul. I think it was.
There was a foul.
Oh, it was a definite foul.
Okay. Yeah. And a definite foul for the Southampton penalty. Chilwell's challenge actually is a man who's played very little football in the last few months.
This is a referee's dream. Because if you can try and keep an eye on anyone's faces in the stadium, look at them, look at the Chelsea fans.
Yeah. Oh no!
There might be, I'm not sure if there's another angle. He gets done, Livramento does really well. Watch the faces. Now watch the faces. Watch the reaction of the fans. Look. Watch them all. Look, they all know it's hands on heads. It's like, it's a pen.
That's a pen, definitely.
1,000,000%.
It is.
Don?
Yes?
I've got a question for Dion.
Ooh.
In that situation, Dion, I've always wanted to know, why does a defender make that challenge?
Desperation. Okay. He's been done. I mean, to be honest with you, the turn is as slow as you like. He doesn't turn very quickly. He's not had much football.
No.
Chilwell's not, so he can't
play the season.
Don spoke about ladders and quick feet. He hasn't done that for a few weeks. So
now, if I'm in the minority on the first one, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be shot down in flames.
In this one?
On the James Ward-Prowse one.
Oh, OK.
Oh, yeah. Well, you see, back to this one here, right, the Chilwell one. If he tackles ahead of the ball, the ball will come to him. What he tries to do, he tries to tackle the ball and the man at the same time. When you're trying to tackle down the line and you're lunging, tackle ahead of the ball and the ball will come to you. That's just the way to do it. That's just the way you're taught.
Coach D.
So, tackle the space, the ball will arrive.
Correct.
I'm probably going to say things that I stand by, and I said it in commentary, and I know I'm going to sound like a fool, and I know I'm going to be in the minority, but I felt in real time James Ward-Prowse was a little bit unlucky. And the reason why I said he's a little bit unlucky, you can see Southampton putting a press on Chelsea, and they've done this fantastic all game.
Yes.
Now, Mendy...
Because it's 1-1, so Southampton's blood's up, isn't it? In a good way.
All of the great bits for Southampton, you know, putting pressure on, squeezing players. Now, I felt a little bit for James Ward-Prowse, who's in this area here, and he smells Jorginho's going to be put in a difficult situation. And Mendy gives him a hospital pass.
Awful pass.
He gives him a ball that's the wrong side. And at that point there, when I take that really back, James Ward-Prowse is thinking, if I nick this, we're in.
Yes.
And I'll try and get I'll try and put like a real slow motion just on it if I can. At that point there, you don't know that potentially that could be a red card. And I know I'm in the minority, but I'll stand by that James Ward-Prowse thinks he can nick that. And in real time, Martin Atkinson, Chris, give a yellow card for that.
He did. I got sent this clip on Saturday afternoon to look at. And as soon as I watched it in real time, and I only watched it once, I actually went, red card.
Red card.
It was one of those that just jumped out to me to go, and you'll see the contact there. You know, and Martin Atkinson, who's obviously on the pitch at the time, has got a different angle to me, sees what he sees. VAR recommends a review. I think this is excellent use of the RRA.
Now, what I would say is, and I'm very balanced, I don't criticise refs or VAR.
On the odd occasion, you do.
I try to be, especially in commentary, as neutral as possible.
You're trying to change the law.
No, I'm not. And I met a few of the referees coming down after the game and said you were a little bit critical of VAR. Why? And I said the reason why I was critical is because they only showed the red card to Martin Atkinson, as we can see here, in slow motion. They never showed the tackle in real time. And in real time, they give a yellow card. In real time, I thought that was the yellow card. So I thought Martin Atkinson didn't get enough information. He should have been shown that tackle in real time.
Well, would that make any difference?
No, you look at it in real time, you look at it in slow motion. Slow motion is there to look at the point of contact, so it's definitive, so you can actually see where the challenge was made. He's gone to the screen. Don't forget as well, you know, the referee has the final decision. If he felt as though he was comfortable with red, he could stay with it. But for me, on first viewing, and I'll stand by it,
I think it's really unlucky, but it's a red. I think it's really unlucky.
It is a red.
Intent doesn't mean anything in the law, we know that, but it's a red.
It's a red. He got it wrong, and I know exactly what you're saying. He's thinking, I'll tell you what, if I get there, I could get there, I can get there. I can't get there.
Shall I just sort of moonwalk out shot?
No, because the intent is good. It's not there to hurt.
Got it wrong.
I'm just thinking, if I'm James Ward-Prowse, I'm thinking I can get that.
Yeah,
of course.
You're just furious with the goalkeeper, aren't you?
Yes, because you give his mate a terrible ball.
Well, in the end, actually, he got sent off, and Chelsea had a man advantage, and it changed the game. If it stayed 1-1 with the last 15 minutes, 11v11, Who knows?
Well, they copied the blueprint of what Man City done and what Juve done.
Yeah.
And worked.
Absolutely.